with them, right? It's a direct question. Who do you work for, Director?
President of the United States.
No. You work for the people of the United States. You do not work for the president. You have legislation and laws that we pass as elected body members here. You do not work for the president. Wrong. You take an oath to the people of this country, and we pass laws that you are supposed to enforce. You do not work for the president. So that's probably why
I think the founding fathers would have a different view, Congressman.
I am so glad this is on record. You should be fired because you work for the people, not the president. None of us work for the president.
The president won an election.
I understand. I'm not.
Put him in office.
I actually don't contest that like you all do.
One of the most explosive moments on Capitol Hill unfolded when Representative Rashida Tlaib sharply challenged Russell Vought during a tense congressional hearing. The exchange quickly went viral after Tlaib declared, following Vought's defensive decisions involving the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or CFPB. But what sparked this dramatic confrontation? Why were dozens of enforcement actions suddenly at the center of a political firestorm? And what could this mean for consumers, financial institutions, and the future of federal oversight? In this video, we'll break down the hearing, examine both sides of the argument, and explain why this confrontation has become one of the most talked about moments in Washington. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to like, drop a comment, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to join our community.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes the gentlewoman from Michigan. Ms. Tlaib, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Director Vought, is it true or false that your agency has dismissed and terminated more than 40 lawsuits and settlements against predatory companies?
These were not predatory companies.
Yeah. Are you friends with Capital One?
With Capital One, no, I don't know.
Walmart?
Nope.
Zelle?
Nope.
You reversed even settlements against Toyota, Navy Federal, Bank of America.
Would you like to know why?
Oh, sure. Because it looks like the past directors, you're getting so defensive. You're not friends with them. I wanted to make sure it wasn't personal. You're not friends with them, right? It's a direct question. Who do you work for, Director?
President of the United States.
No. You work for the people of the United States. You do not work for the president. You have legislation and laws that we pass as elected body members here. You do not work for the president. Wrong. You take an oath to the people of this country, and we pass laws that you are supposed to enforce. You do not work for the president. So that's probably why
I think the founding fathers would have a different view, Congressman.
I am so glad this is on record. You should be fired because you work for the people, not the president. None of us work for the president.
The president won an election.
I understand.
Put him in office.
I actually don't contest that like you all do. Now, is it true these cases and others dropped lawsuits could have returned hundreds of millions of dollars to consumers?
They could have also set terrible regulatory initiative and enforcement
I'd like to
decisions.
enter into the record, Director Vought, a memo, Chairman, from the Protect Borrowers, the Consumer Federation of America, and Americans for Financial Reform Education Fund, because I want the American people to see all the lawsuits you filed.
Without objection,
you didn't file. You actually decided not to pursue those lawsuits. And Mr. Chair, it's important for the American people to know this. Is it true or false, before 2005, CFPB only dropped one enforcement action and never terminated a settlement?
I actually don't know. What's the answer?
You don't know because you think that you work for the president. You actually don't see what the agency was created for. Why do you think the agency was created? Because of the president? Because Congress created the agency because of the awful financial distress that had happened on our American people. You can blink your eyes all you want. Last year, Americans lost roughly $16 billion to fraud. 25% increase from 2024 on your watch. The highest level on record on your watch. In fact, CFPB has received more consumer complaints in 14 months than in the first 14 years of its existence. Your watch. Dr. Vought, do you think it's just a coincidence that the consumer complaints have reached an all-time high at the same time that your agency has pulled back enforcement and dropped cases, cut staff, and revoked guidance?
There's a market reason for what is going on that we
Because you're friends with Bank of America, Walmart, Zelle? Are you friends with them? Do you work for them? I'm saying this because you dropped all these lawsuits. These lawsuits didn't come out of thin air. It's because they did wrong.
They were novel legal theories that were not based
Oh,
on
novelty. So all those complaints from our residents are novelty? They're not real?
No, that's the consumer portal of which we
okay.
look at very closely and have taken steps to make
Why-
sure we
you
know what's
I know
going
you're
on.
not going to take responsibilities, because look, the loan sharks, Wall Street, mega banks, and I'm telling you, it is killing all of our residents, because you've basically sent a note, like a signal out there, go ahead. You're undermining, they're like, you signal to scammers and fraudsters out there, the fraudsters, open season for our residents, go for it. Go ahead and violate their consumer protections that we, the Congress, passed, not the president, the Congress passed and created this agency. In May, CFPB deleted more than 2,000 pages from its website. These include consumer advisories,
Nope.
blog posts. You didn't do it?
Nope.
You didn't do it? Nope.
We overhauled our website.
Okay, Russell. How is CFPB adhering to congressional mandated consumer protection mission by removing consumer education and other materials from its website?
We did not remove materials from the website. We put it in an archive
So
section
you didn't remove
of
the Know Your
website.
Right, you archived the Know Your Rights for veterans? You archived it?
We archived the
You
policies
archived
of
the Know Your Rights, Russell, for veterans. You guys can get all upset all you want. He doesn't work for the president. He doesn't work for Zelle or Walmart. He works for the people of the United States. Romance fraud is up there. You can laugh all you want, but that targets our seniors. Shame on you. Really, on your watch, complaints are up. You literally took money away from pockets of our residents. You can blink all you want. Your legacy will be the fact that people got hurt under your watch because you think you work for the
Gentlewoman's
president
time has
and not the
expired,
people.
and the chair
This debate centers on a larger question. How aggressively should the CFPB pursue companies accused of violating consumer protection laws? Supporters of stronger enforcement argue that holding corporations accountable protects families from predatory lending, hidden fees, deceptive practices, and financial misconduct. Others believe agencies should prioritize cases differently, reduce regulatory burdens where appropriate, and align enforcement strategies with the elected administration's policy goals. This disagreement reflects broader debates about the role of federal agencies, executive authority, and congressional oversight. The hearing highlighted just how divided lawmakers remain on these issues. Following the hearing, reactions poured in from across the political spectrum. Supporters of Representative Tlaib argued that her questioning reflected legitimate concerns about consumer rights and government accountability. Supporters of Russell Vought maintained that he was carrying out the administration's policy objectives and that executive branch officials are expected to implement presidential priorities. Political analysts noted that the exchange is likely to become part of a larger conversation surrounding financial regulation, executive power, and future congressional oversight hearings. With debates over consumer protection continuing, moments like this are likely to remain in the spotlight. Attention now turns to what comes next for the CFPB. Lawmakers may continue examining the agency's enforcement decisions through future hearings and oversight efforts. Consumer advocacy groups will likely keep a close watch on how the agency handles investigations and whether additional cases are pursued or dismissed. Meanwhile, the broader debate over the balance between presidential authority and independent regulatory oversight is expected to continue both in Congress and in public discourse. The outcome could shape how consumer protection policies are enforced in the years ahead. The confrontation between Representative Rashida Tlaib and Russell Vought was about far more than a heated exchange of words. It raised significant questions about consumer protection, executive authority, government accountability, and the direction of federal financial regulation. Whether viewers agree with Tlaib's criticism or Vaught's defense, the hearing underscored how deeply contested these issues remain. What do you think? Was Representative Rashida Tlaib justified in her criticism, or was Russell Vought simply carrying out the responsibilities of his office? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown informative, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who want to stay informed on the latest developments from Capitol Hill. This is America Digest, your go-to source for Congress and political news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.